22 minutes after 10 o'clock, it's Ask a Man. Thank you so much for being present, for being right here, not only for the Naked DJ and Somizi and the team, but also for Anonymous who's on the line. Good morning, Anonymous.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thanks to you, sir.
I'm trying. I hope all going fine.
I love the honesty. I'm glad that we are starting on the right step. You are honest. Anonymous, I'm going to read the house rules. We'll get into it and hear what is actually going on. Respect is the foundation of our conversation, sir. Please maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people, the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
You in the car now, Anonymous?
Yes.
All right, you safe? You parked okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, just
sure.
checking. You know I care about you. Okay, Anonymous, what's happening?
So the thing is, I was in a relationship, like a long relationship that later turned into a marriage. And then we were together for about 6 years. I was married for 6 years. So early in the marriage, just like 3 months after the marriage, I just found out that I was cheated on, and it really affected me deeply. Just especially because I'd sacrificed a lot in that relationship, and then I couldn't let it go just because of the sacrifice that I've made. And then I told myself, like, maybe it's just because I was unemployed. Because the second month after we got married, I just lost my job, and then she got a job. So she's the one who was working, and then she was taking care of everything. I was also trying by all means, by other means, to make money, buying meat, buying a manina, and so on. And then later on, like shortly after I got cheated on, I got a job, and then I tried to rebuild things. I mean, I honestly tried to love her again and continue with the marriage as normal. And just for a while, it looked like we were a strong couple on the outside. But I mean, inside, it was never the same. Because, yes, I forgave, but I was struggling to forget. I mean, the pain, it just built up, and I ended up making mistakes myself. I ended up cheating as well because I just wanted balance. Because sometimes every time we had a fight,
you wanted to have balance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so
Okay,
I would bring that issue. So I just wanted leverage so that it can balance. Yeah, and then, since then, up to the, I think she was hit by that because it took me like 3 years for me to, let me just put it as a revenge, for me to revenge. And then so...
Anonymous, can I understand something? Did she cheat before the marriage or within the marriage?
It was in the marriage, like 3 months after we got married.
Got you. I'm with you now. Thank you.
Yes. So our marriage just broke down. That was 2024 in October. The reason why it broke out is because she cheated again. That was for the second time. And then I told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let it go. This is now a habit. And then, so now the thing is that, the problem is that since we broke up, yes, I was depressed, and then it really affected me. I lost a lot of things. I lost myself. And yeah. But anyway, I managed to be over it, and then so the thing is, I've been trying to move on, but there's this thing that I've noticed. It's not like that I haven't healed. I don't know, but I felt it myself. Like I feel it, like I've healed. But now the thing is, I'm just jumping from one relationship into another, and the way that I'm moving into these relationships, like maybe today I meet this girl, and then maybe we just have intimacy, and then as soon as we have intimacy, and then I start losing interest into that girl. So yeah, I mean, my question is like, how do I properly heal from this? And like, am I damaging myself by rushing into new relationships? I don't know, but at the same time, I just need to settle it. I need to settle.
But Anonymous, when you say I'm jumping from one relationship to another, are those relationships? Like, what is your definition of a relationship? Because if you meet a person and you have sex, it doesn't mean it's a relationship. So what's your definition?
So my definition of
A
relationship. These are the qualities that I look forward into a relationship. I look into. I mean, we're talking about loyalty. We're talking about communication. We're talking about respect.
Okay.
We're talking about sacrifices.
When you just meet a person, we want to loyalty. When you're having sex with them, do you have sex with them after how long?
It normally takes long for me. It normally takes long for me for like up to 1 month or 1 month.
That's long enough.
And then sometimes
That's long enough, Anonymous.
Yeah.
That's long enough.
Yeah. So sometimes I meet some of these girls whereby like after you go on a date or after 1 week they just want to come over, and then I just cut them off those kind of relationships. That's not what I'm looking for.
Do you give them that title that they are your girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, that's long enough. It's your duration, but there's no cast in stone. Yesterday, she was in a relationship for 4 months, already introduced the kid, and we know they knew each other before, but durations vary, naked.
No, but, if you can be married to a person for 20 years, you never completely know a person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But times differ. It might take you longer to know me, but someone else might take them 3 weeks to know me as well.
True.
You know, it depends on the conjugulation of the concurrence.
So it's all in your head.
No. It can be in your head, but it can also be in your peach.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's just because Anonymous knows Anonymous just wants to sleep with them. Then it's under the pretense, it's a relationship.
No.
But it's not. It's just...
He's a broken man, naked.
No.
He
Naked.
said it's for
He's
balance.
a broken man.
Guys,
we've been in situations,
yes,
naked.
we all go through an age phase.
No. No, I don't go
After
through
breakups.
I don't.
No.
I've never been in an
Nope.
age phase.
After a breakup.
I was born an age. It was never a phase, honey. Get that right.
Okay.
Anonymous, I am with you, my brother. You are devastated. You are going through a phase that it is definitely a phase, but will divulge. Ne?
Okay. Mr. Balance, we're coming back. Let me balance news quick and then we'll come back now.
All right.
Sharp. 31 minutes after 10 o'clock. Welcome back to Ask a Man. We've got Anonymous on the line, Somizi, the naked DJ in studio. Summary. Anonymous was previously married for 6 years despite the fact that his wife had cheated on him early on in their marriage. He tried to move on, but he eventually retaliated and also cheated on his wife. He calls it, I wanted balance. Their relationship broke down, and after his wife cheated on him, the second time they got divorced. He has since tried to move on but has struggled to stay in the relationship with the other woman he's been with since getting divorced. He's not sure if he's trying to move on too soon or if he'll ever be able to build a long-lasting, healthy relationship. Anonymous, we're on the same page, right?
Yes.
Are you sure, sir?
Yes.
We
That's
are
correct.
balanced. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Anonymous, how long has it been since your divorce?
Then that was October 2024.
And how many women have you slept with since then?
Honestly,
Yeah, be honest.
Give us a real number.
Just tell us, bro, because
For crying out
after
loud,
you've
give
been
him
hurt.
space.
Eish.
Gosh.
He's just inside.
yeah, that's over 10.
Only.
Yeah.
Ah, naked.
Only.
No, but he divorced
I mean, it's
2 years
it's something
ago.
that I'm not proud of because that's not who I am. Like, yeah.
My man.
There's still
boy.
good guys out there, guys.
Man.
Anonymous.
There's still good guys. Phela, if he says 10 naked, it could be 10 long, like 3 months. Let's say 3 months each. That's enough from 2024 to now.
But remember, once he has sex with them, he loses interest.
Yeah.
And then he moves on to the next one, Akere Anonymous.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's because, do you still feel hurt by what your wife did, your ex-wife?
I don't feel it.
Did you catch her red-handed?
Yeah, you win.
Wait.
Good question. Good time.
Not really. I didn't catch a red-handed, but what happened is that I think the person that she cheated on was a married guy as well. So there was this what we call central locking system. It does exist. So I think the wife of the guy that he cheated with, like she had do something on the guy. So
central
ex-wife,
locking,
she had been,
like
she
as
had been-
in, hold on, Anonymous. You're
Yeah.
talking about having gone to a sangoma or something, and you're calling it's called central locking.
like no. I did not go to a sangoma, but what I'm believing is that
Hold on, Anonymous. Anonymous, you're not understanding naked.
yes.
I think isho ngelanguage yakho lento le. Yes, she's a translator.
Okay.
Because I have an idea what.
Yeah,
you're
what
talking
this central locking thing is.
Wha-
Please explain what that is.
about. What did the wife do of the other guy? Isho ngelanguage yakho.
Okay, so the central locking is it's whereby let's say I'm married and then I go to a sangoma and then I check something and then I put it on my wife
Yeah.
so that she cannot cheat. Every time
Yes.
she cheats, maybe something have to happen.
It's
Either
called
she
ilumba.
goes on like maybe on
Yes.
periods.
In
like,
isiZulu, it's called
It's
It's called ilumba.
ilumba.
Ilumba. Yes. It doesn't guarantee your person is not going to cheat.
But something happens.
No, it just gives you information which something has happened. Like for instance, kunelumba lenyoka, kunelumba lechani, kunelumba
Jeez.
le stimela, where they take the dust off where the train passes.
Yeah.
They take the dust and mix it with the muti, and then gaba the wife
Yeah.
with it. So any guy that sleeps with the wife, every time a train passes where they took the dust from,
Yeah.
it feels like it's trampling on his private
No
parts. Yes. Or you could grow grass instead of pubic hair. Or every time, the safer one for the partner is every time there's about to be a penetration, a snake pops up from nowhere.
What?
And then the wife doesn't know. Wives don't know that they've trapped them.
Yeah.
The wife would go to the husband, yo, husband is hlelele, and then there was a snake, and then the husband would go, okay,
Oh, she
you're
was
cheating.
Okay.
You know, so there's a lot different ones. If you need help, dial my number 644. So yeah, that's what he's talking about. Carry on, Puti.
Ilumba, central locking.
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah.
we learn you.
Abanye, you lock. Literally, you lock until
Your genitals.
your genitals lock until
The sangoma comes and says.
no, until the husband comes and finds you there, and then you'll have to be undone by the sangom.
So you're saying other parts can lock? Can your mouth lock?
No, you lock just the private parts. You know, like how dogs lock.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. Yeah.
Joe, Anonymous.
Yo, guys, I'm scared now. So carry on. we are
Carry
here.
on. Yeah.
So I mean, that's I think I assume that's what's happened because my ex-wife, she's been bleeding for like four consecutive months, and then she confessed it to me that she cheated on me.
Oh, that's how you caught her.
Okay.
And then the first time?
The first time I caught in the text on the
Cell phone.
phone,
Okay.
and then what I did is, and then she lied to me that she's going to see her auntie.
Ish,
For me,
Anonymous.
knowing that she doesn't have an auntie who leads the site. So what I did is that the following morning, I went and waited. There's this road that they used to go to, because I assumed the guy that she was cheating on, because I know that guy very well, that it was his habit. He loved to cheat with married women.
Yo, there's a guy
Yeah.
that likes to
So
cheat with
when I
married
waited
women.
there that following morning, and then I saw them, they were going to work together, wearing matching outfits, and then
Imagine.
yeah.
Okay, no, so sorry. And you know that's trauma, right?
Yeah.
Like you went through a traumatic experience, not only once, but twice. And did you get proper therapy?
No, I didn't get any.
Okay. You know, it's one or two things. When you're a man and you've been hurt like this, you know, they say men don't heal, we yeah, unfortunately, I can't say that word on air. We don't heal. We
age.
Yeah, we age. You know, so, and now you saying even your age phase is not helping, where you've slept with loads of women. Now you are still afraid to. Are you afraid to commit to any of them, or you just lose interest?
The reason why I'm scared to commit with them is like I don't want to end up hitting good girls. Because, for example, let's say I've waited long enough for like 1 month, and then we have our first intimacy. Of course, like we have built trust in together, and then after we slept together, and then started losing interest, and then I started ghosting you around. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but Ishmina, from my side, Anonymous, you can't have a relationship with everybody that you date. Nothing is permanent with everyone. There has to be, especially after being married for so long, you have to let yourself go, and you have to experience and snack and be like you are at a buffet. You taste until you're like, you know what? This has been good for about 6 months. Maybe I do want to pursue a relationship with this person. But you can't pursue a relationship with everybody that you have sex with. Certain things is just snacking. Because you've got needs, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
And do you ever buy prostitutes?
No, I don't.
So when you have needs and you want to fulfill those needs, then you have to go under the pretense that it's a relationship. And then afterwards, after having sex with them, then you lose interest. That's also wrong.
Yeah.
Anonymous.
Yes.
But have you cried over this?
Over
No,
what?
Over being cheated on and
By the
divorced.
wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you cried? Are you a crier?
No, I don't cry.
Have you cried before ever in your life? Besides when you were born? Maybe more.
I don't cry. I never cried.
Is it a deliberate decision because it feels unmanly?
No. I just don't cry because when I lost my parents, I even never cried.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
Yeah.
About losing his parents.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you don't have those emotions, right? And it's okay. That's who you are.
But for me, shouldn't everyone have some sort of outlet? Like, so what's his outlet if it's not crying? How do you
we're
mourn
getting
stuff?
there.
How do you?
We're getting
Okay.
there. We're
Coming
getting
too
there.
quickly
So,
naked.
yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
Thank you. So answer naked. What is your outlet? How do you express your sadness?
Sometimes I do get emotional, right? No, not sometimes. I do get emotional, but I don't cry. So maybe sometimes when I'm sad, I just take myself for a drive. Like maybe I drive to the beach. And then I start watching waves.
A drive to the where?
I feel better.
A drive to where?
Maybe to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me.
And then I start feeling better.
Okay. The beaches always make you feel better.
That's
it's
right.
the best place to feel better.
True.
Yes. There's water. That water goes.
It's like, yeah.
And the
Because
foam.
I think that is one of the things that made me heal from my
Absolutely.
my previous marriage, because I would go there and then park my car, maybe sleep there sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever shy dradi?
What?
Well, shy it dradi.
No, I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Oh,
I,
Lord.
do you ever handle the situation when you have needs?
Do you ever play with yourself?
Pleasure yourself.
That was before the marriage. Yeah,
So after the marriage, you never did it?
I never.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, my brother. You know what I'm picking up here? I think you are also uncomfortable and terrified of dipping deep into your emotions, be it sexually, be it emotionally. I have a feeling good. You suppress a lot of things, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You are that type and go, I'm not going to feel what this thing wants me to feel. If like you lost your parents, there's a part of you that's wanted to cry, but like, nope, I'm not going to allow it. That's my way of healing, because if I cry, it's gonna make it feel worse and stuff. I lose my marriage, I'm not gonna cry. I feel I want to have sex and I want to masturbate, but I'm not gonna do it because it's dirty. It's, you know.
Yeah.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right.
Yes, my brother. That is dangerous, Putwam. I am advising you to also do something that is going to be very uncomfortable, to seek professional help. Get a life coach or get a coach of some sort where you're going to be vulnerable. I think the day you sit down and become vulnerable and break down if you want to, without feeling judgment, without feeling judged, in a closed and safe space, this is where the miracles are going to happen for you.
Okay.
Ne?
Yeah.
This is where the miracles are going to happen for you. You are sitting on your miracles to enjoy life. You need to rewind and just unpack everything that you've harbored underneath. Ne?
Yeah.
And heal from it. I think something also happened when you were still a young boy and you could not express yourself, and you did not want to express yourself, and you were either told not to express yourself, you're not allowed, boys don't cry type of situation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Ne? Let's go back to that young man, that beautiful boy who deserves to be loved and hugged and protected and don't. Let's go back to that. Get somebody to help you go back to that boy up until now. You are robbing yourself of living a beautiful life. A beautiful life, my brother. And give credit to yourself for speaking out right now. Ne? Give credit to yourself, Putwam. The last part I'm going to close with, please try and avoid as much as you can to have casual sex. Just avoid it, because he's doing it for the wrong reasons. There's nothing wrong with having casual sex if you're doing it for pleasure. But if you're doing it to fill a gap and fill a hole and fill a void, then it's going to be it's like taking drugs. People do it to feel this, to get this high that is temporal, and when they go down, that's why they call it a downer, and then they want to take it again to get back up there. But every time you take it, the high does not feel the same. It feels lesser and lesser and lesser. That's why you want to take more and more and more. Same thing with sexual pleasure to fill the gap. You'll end up sleeping just with anything and everyone that has a pulse.
Okay.
So avoid it, Putwam.
I've 2 questions for you, Somizi. No? Here's a grown man, and maybe culturally, Anonymous, are you Shona?
Yes.
Let's say culturally, he was brought up as men don't cry.
Yes.
Right? Now, when you've lived all your life being told that real men don't cry, how do you then tap into your emotional side? Because we've seen that maybe it's not working for Anonymous. That's why he doesn't have an outlet, and this is how he's feeling this way. That's number 1. Question number 2 is, if your partner gets bewitched, there's muti inside them, blah blah blah, when you sleep with them, can that also affect you in the long run?
Yeah, it depends what it is. Not all of it. All of it. The second question.
Yeah, so
some can affect an innocent person.
Okay.
But some, if it's directed to you for a specific reason, it might not.
How can
affect.
If it does affect you, the innocent person? Yeah. What happens?
You need to go get it fixed.
You need to go
to
for a cleansing.
Cleansing. Yeah,
Okay.
to gobela actually.
Okay.
To a nyanga, you get it cleansed. Or if you've got that feeling or suspicion, you can.
Okay.
Do that.
So you heard that part, now, Anonymous.
Yes.
Ukuthi now you might need cleansing as well. That's number one. And then the first question.
The first one, like I said, he needs professional help. The fact that even getting the professional help is going to be uncomfortable for him because he was never raised to
culturally,
to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, so he needs to get a professional help so that they can help him go back. Whether it could be maybe is it hypnosis?
Okay, yeah, hypnosis. Yo, heebie-jeebies.
No, like but hypnotize and meditation and it's deeper than that. He needs to believe that can help him. Try it at least, because he needs to go back in time, and he has some forgiving to do to himself for himself, because most of the things that he's been through are not of his own doing, including the divorce. You know, it comes across as if every time wherever he gets into a relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, whether it's family relations, he's always let down, and that can create resentment and anger.
But sometimes you can also let yourself down by choosing the wrong partner.
And remember,
choosing
the wrong partner, you don't know you're choosing the wrong partner because also you were raised in a different way. When you are seeing everything is right, Ganti, you are repeating. It's a pattern of attracting the same people because you haven't healed when as a child. It's really sad. It's really sad, Anonymous. But we have you, brother, and I hope you heard us. Neputwam.
Yeah. I heard you guys.
We wish you all the best. You remember, you are love, not even loved. You are love. You are love. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Papa.
Thank you so much, Anonymous. Please continue listening through your radio as well for the advice you'll get from the rest of South Africa. Why don't you give us a call? That number is 086-000-2160. Your voice notes on 060-552-7303. Advise Anonymous. It's Anthony Hamilton. Pray for me. Metro FM, it's where you want to be. Let's central lock this one. What advice do you have for Anonymous? Your voice notes are coming through on 060-552-7303.
Morning, guys. Listen, guys. I think Gogo Somizi, you already Katlas at everything. You already Katlas at everything.
I've already got that.
You already Tokos at everything.
Yes.
This guy, I heard his tone. I could tell that this guy Shona, because I'm Shona too. And in our culture, guys, here in South Africa, the way this guy is living, it's not make sure, because mostly Zimbabweans, we are known by just being husbands, not going in and out with other women, just to stick with one woman. If the marriage fails, you have to get another woman. You have to stable. You have to even go to the sangomas and make you be a clean man, not to go to sleep with many women. So this guy just needs to go back to basics, to our culture, the way we are raised, because most of Zimbabwean guys, they come in South Africa and do the other things. That's why you see their marriages breaks. So I think he needs to follow what Somi said. He's a good man, but he just needs to stop humanizing with other women. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.
To Anonymous, I think you are in a very dangerous zone, my brother, for being in these relationships, which I would call them situationships. It's a very dangerous space. If I were you, I would try take a break, sort myself up, understand my traumas that I'm dealing with, fix me first, and then that would then lead in terms of how you can move forward. But those situations, you are busy collecting lots of dirty spirits, which is potentially why you are keeping the same routine of sleeping, moving. That's a very dangerous space, my brother. Go for help, get yourself cleansed, as Somizi and team said, then I think the rest will take care of itself. Love yourself too much not to be naked in front of any woman.
That's right.
Hi guys, this is Linda from Davidton. So my advice for you, Anonymous, is that you just go sleep around, because what you are doing is what I'm doing. There's no benefit. What you'll do, you'll always lose, even not financially, but spiritually you will lose. Because mixing many souls one time, it's a problem. So now I'm still struggling with that thing. I'm trying to fix it because in my culture, once you do that, it's going to be difficult in your life. You'll never find a job, you'll never do anything. So anonymous, that's very, very dangerous. It's a fire that you cannot play with. So just drop it.
Gents,
Naked.
Central Law.
I have so many questions and we are out of time. Yeah, but you?
Yeah. Always have your spiritual microscope on. Always. You'll be shocked at how many monsters you sleep with.
Phew, so amazing.
I'm telling you.
And then?
Like you.
Okay, Gogo, so amazing. On a scale of, if we're to, from 1 to 10, like how many people go to consult and do like strange things just so that they can have a partner? Like maybe is it 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2? How many people? Out of 10 in general.
I would say
Lane
8.
Joes.
I would say 8 out of 10. It's just that we think we have a face of people that go to a Sangomeni and don't. We think people that go to Sangomeni banugin pepo. And it's those that sometimes go Kandarabashe. It's sometimes those that have degrees and don't. Sometimes those that have executive positions. It's anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we are balanced.
Yeah.
Balanced. Sure.